All right, so may we invite everyone to please all rise for the opening prayer. Let us put ourselves in the presence of the Lord in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. God our Father, we acknowledge that you are the source of our bounty. Thank you for the gift of life, gift of family, gift of talents that we express productively through our business and profession. We affirm, Lord, that this Feria de Camarines is your creation to uplift the wisdom and skill to manage our business. We recognize, Lord, the organizers and partners who share their priceless time and knowledge, and we pray that you reward them hundredfolds of blessings. Finally, please foster within ourselves a continued passion for learning as we journey onwards. Thank you for every aspect of the time with each other, the knowledge gained, the friendships made, and the dreams and visions that we carry in our hearts. Today, as we celebrate the opening of this program, we rejoice and offer ourselves to be useful to you, to our loved ones, and to our beloved country. In Jesus' name we pray, Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, Amen. Please remain standing for the singing of the Philippine National Anthem.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
You may now be seated. Good afternoon, Robinson's Naga. Diyos marahay na hapon po.
And of course, good afternoon, Robinson's Place, Naga. I'm Adele Alacar, Trade Industry Development Specialist of the Department of Trade and Industry Camarines Provincial Office.
And I'm G-Man Salares, also from the Department of Trade and Industry Camarines Sur. And welcome to
Feria de Camarines featuring Lavida, Coco.
Yes.
So good afternoon, G-Man.
Diyos marahay na hapon, Madel.
Kumusta naman? May tulog ba?
Yes. Konti. Meron naman tayong tulog.
Yes, I believe everyone is now going, or kumbaga, going loco for this Lavida Coco, right? As we stage another run, and of course, this is actually the last run, the sixth and last run of Feria de Camarines, of course, organized by the Department of Trade and Industry Camarines Provincial Office in partnership with the Camarines Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and of course, the Robinson's Place, Naga.
Yes, and indeed, kaya walang kokorap ngayong hapon as we open this fair, ngayong hapon ano po. And we will also feature rich coconut industry in Camarines Sur. We'll be showcasing cocoa food and non-food based products made here in our province.
That's right, Jiman. We have a lot in store for everyone as we showcase all the pride products under the coconut industry of the province of Camarines Sur, right?
Yes, that is correct. And syempre, we would like to, of course, acknowledge the presence of everyone who are joining us this afternoon.
Yes, and of course, we would like also to extend our gratitude for everyone for making it possible. All right, allow us to acknowledge the presence of the following. We also have the representative of the Regional Director of the DTI Regional Office 5, We have Sir Butch, Mr. Victor Emmanuel Castro. Please stand to be recognized. The Division Chief of the Business Development Division of the DTI Regional Office 5, representing our very own, our Regional Director, R.D. Diggs Aguilar. Good afternoon, sir.
And of course, we have the OIC Provincial Director of DTI Camarines, our very own PDJ, Percival Esablan.
And of course, we have the representative of the President of Camarines Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Representing Ma'am Maria Emel Urin, we have Mr. Carl Malasarte. Good afternoon, sir. Of course, we would like to acknowledge the very dynamic and supportive members of the Camarines Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Hello, hello, ma'am.
Hello po.
Always present in our Feria de Camarines activities.
Yes, that is right. And of course, we would also like to acknowledge our City Mayor of Naga, Honorable Mayor Nelson S. Digacion, represented by Honorable Jose Perez, our City Councilor in Naga City, and also the Chairperson of the Trade and Industry in Naga City.
Yes, so thank you so much, Sir Jo, Councilor Jo. And of course, we'd like to acknowledge the presence of the mall manager of Robinson's Place, Naga. We have Miss Christina Francia de Cure.
We also have Dr. Apollonia Sebelio, the Vice President of BizCast. So, Diyos marhay na hapon po.
We also have our partners from the Camarines Sur Polytechnic Colleges, all the way from Nabua, Camarines Sur. Let us all welcome this afternoon the Director of PEDS. We have Director Winifredo Pacer, Engineer Winifredo. Please stand to be recognized. Together with Sir Christopher Visaya. Thank you so much for coming.
Yes. And we also have one of our partners also in the agency, the Cooperative Development Authority. We have Ma'am Monet Bichayda and Ma'am Emmeline Ruth Borja. Yan.
Good afternoon, ma'am. We'd also like to acknowledge the presence of the Division Chief 1 of the Philippine Coconut Authority, Camarines Sur 1. We have Sir John Villarreal. Good afternoon, sir.
We also have the Division Chief for Philippine Coconut Authority in Camarines Sur 2. We have Miss Mercy Salazar.
Yes, and of course, we have the Regional Manager of the Philippine Coconut Authority for Region 5. A round of applause, please, to Sir Mateo B. Sipagan. Also, we would like to acknowledge the presence of our very supportive media partners.
On behalf of Ma'am Mercy Salazar, we have Mr. Juan S. Luna. Yan ang ating Senior Agriculturist from PCA Camsur 2. Good afternoon, sir.
Of course, as I mentioned earlier, would like to acknowledge the presence of our media friends who are very supportive in disseminating timely and relevant information to the public. For DTI Camarines Sur, we have from Camsur TV, we have Miss Marge Serico and Mr. Henry Pasqua. Good afternoon, sir.
We have from PIA Camsur, we have Miss Karen Bernades and Ma'am Jam Madrid.
Alright, for Radyo Natin Naga, I can see here we have Miss Antoinette Eduardo. Thank you so much, ma'am, for coming.
We have from GMA Bicol, we have our cameraman, Mr. Jovel Obison.
Hi, sir. Thank you so much. And of course, for Bicol Idol FM Naga, we have the station manager, Sir Bong Villacruz.
And of course, from DWNX, we have later on to be joined by Miss Grace Inocentes.
Yes, sana makahabol si ma'am. And at this point, we would also like to acknowledge our colleagues from DTI Camarines Sur, especially under the Business Development Division, headed by the OIC Division Chief, Miss Rosemary V. de la Trinidad. A round of applause, please.
And we also have our coconut industry focal person in DTI Camarines Sur, our Senior Trade Industry Development Specialist, Mr. Maki Bugagaw.
Yan. Parang mukhang coconut din.
Di ka sure.
Ay, di natin sure. Thank you, Sir Maki. And of course, we have also the account officer for the homestyle and bamboo sector. We have the Trade Industry Development Specialist, Miss Glenda B. Ragos.
And of course, we have also business counselors from different negosyo centers. We have Kiko Formalejo from Negosyo Center Magarao. We have Shermay Ragos from Negosyo Center Pasacao. We have Mr. Jaime Paulo of Negosyo Center Minalaba. Yan. And of course, we have also our very supportive clerks and assistants in DTI Kamsur. We have Mr. Janjan, Mr. Adrian, Miss Lara, Miss RR, and of course, Miss Liza.
Alright. So, thank you so much and advance congratulations. And of course, may habol po. Talagang very supportive ang ating media friends and partners. We have Miss Janessa Sevilla and Sir Carlo Baldosa of Brigada News FM Naga. A round of applause, please. Thank you, ma'am, for coming. Alright, at this point, we would also like to extend our gratitude for our partners and sponsors.
The Department of Trade and Industry, Camarines Provincial Office would like to thank the following. Camarines Chamber of Commerce and Industry Incorporated, headed by President Maria Emma F. Lirin.
Robinson's Naga, headed by Mall Manager Miss Cristina Francia G. Dakiwag.
Philippine Coconut Authority, Camarines Office 1 and 2.
Provincial Government of Camarines through Honorable Vicenzo Renato Luigi Reyes Villaferte, Provincial Governor for the LED Wall and Sound System.
Searchlight Artist Management and Production through Mr. Ninoy D. Reyes.
Dr. Danilo Madrid Herona, Bicolano Historian.
Caritas Cáceres Naga Incorporated. IMJ Interactive Multimedia Services, our official live streaming partner.
Alright, so once again, thank you so much to our partners and sponsors for making this event possible. So let's give them a round of applause, please.
And of course, speaking of our IMJ Interactive po, we are currently live streaming on our DTI Camarines Facebook page. So you may check your Facebook pages right now and click that share button para mas marami po ang makakita ng ating event for this afternoon.
Yes, alright. And at this point, wag na natin patagalin, G-Man. To give us the welcome remarks, let us all welcome none other than the OIC Provincial Director of DTI Camarines Sur. A round of applause, please, to PDJ Percival S. Ablan.
Thank you, Sexy Madel and G-Man. Good afternoon po. Okay. I would like first to give respect, of course, to the City Councilor of Naga City, Councilor Joe Perez. Of course, the representative of RD Diggs Aguilar, Mr. Butch Castro, our colleague from DTI Region 5. Siya po yung Regional Division Chief of the Business Development Division. Of course, our two partners from the PCA, we have Mr. John Villarreal, Division Chief, PCA Kamsur 1, and of course, si Mr. Juan Luna. Uy, parang hero, no? Juan Luna of PCA Kamsur 2. Okay. Sir, thank you very much for partnering with us. And of course, ang ating forever partner, ang Kamsur Chamber of Commerce and Industry, headed by this time by VP Carl Malasarte, and of course, the rest of the Kamsur Chambers, thank you very much for always supporting Feria de Camarines. Of course, thank you very much, Director Ella for coming over of Dole. And we have also Miss Aisha Catolico from Land Bank of the Philippines. We have Ms. Monina Bechaida from ZDA. Hello. We have the Vice President of BISCAS, Dr. Apollonia Sibelio. Hello po, thank you very much. And of course, yung attending partners from CSPC. Hello, Mr. Christopher. Thank you very much. And of course, si Engineer Paser. Alright, so to the rest, good afternoon. I hope nag-greet ko po lahat. And of course, sa ating mga exhibitors, all the way coming from the 5 districts of the province of Camarines Sur, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. An adage says that coconut is the tree of life, di ba? Kasi from roots to body, to the leaves, to the fruits, talagang napapakinabangan, correct? So it creates really wonders. Maraming mga products being created out of the coconut raw materials. And this time, we celebrate that coconut industry. Kasi we are showcasing, with the 20 exhibitors right now, we are showcasing both the food products and crafts made of coconut raw materials. So, kita nyo naman, magaganda yung ating mga crafts and masasarap din yung ating mga food products. And most of them are already compliant to government regulations sa FDA. Meron na po yan mga license to operate. Meron na rin mga certificate of product registration. So, we've really gone so far as the coconut industry is concerned. But we do not claim a monopoly on, kumbaga, of the results of the coconut industry. This is a concerted effort of the different stakeholders. In particular, I would like to mention yung ating counterparts from the PCA, the Philippine Coconut Industry. So talaga namang marami na silang ginawang tulong to really effect development and growth sa ating coconut industry. And we celebrate that, both the flaws and the weakness and the strength of the coconut industry today. So ito pa lang po yung start of the beautiful projects that we can collaborate on the coconut industry. Asahan nyo po, next year, we can do more. In fact, we are not only doing this activity for the coconut industry. We also have a series of activities. Meron po silang benchmarking, merong training, merong product development. So, all these are geared towards the development and growth of the coconut industry in Camarines Sur. So, I hope yung ating mga partners would really stick around kasi marami po tayong gagawin for the coconut industry in Camarines Sur. So, yung Dole siguro and LBP, di ba? Ms. Aisha. So, who knows, baka next year, you would be part of this big event, probably funding some of the beautiful projects of the coconut industry. So, in closing, let me encourage all the buyers right now to really take a look at the coconut products that we are showcasing today. I've always been saying this, let's patronize local products. Because when we do that, we become part of the recovery. Di ba? Nasa recovery stage tayo. So we become part of that recovery. Because when buying local products from our local artisans, it gives livelihood. It gives wealth. And pag nag-grow sila, it gives employment. And it perks up local economic activities. So let's be part of that beautiful endeavors. Let's be part of that beautiful journey. So to all the exhibitors, kudos. I salute every one of you for creating all these wonders that we are showcasing today. So magandang hapon po sa lahat. And let's shop, let's buy, and let's support local products.
All right, thank you very much, PDJ. Yan, tama po. So later, you'll have the opportunity to go around and buy products of our MSMs here at Lavida, Coco.
Yes, thank you very much, Sir Jay, for that very insightful and inspiring welcome message. And at this point, another inspiring message, of course, coming from none other than...
Yes, none other than our division chief for the Business Development Division of DTI Region 5. Let's all welcome Mr. Victor Emmanuel Castro.
Okay, so magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. To our Councilor Jo Perez, to our partners in PCA, ang ating pong kaagapay at kasama sa pagpapaunlad ng coconut industry, kay Sir John Villarreal and kay Sir Juan Luna. And sa, I think, forever partner ng DTI, yung Camarines Chamber. Lagi kami dito nakikita si Sir Carl. No? So, sa lahat po ng mga nandito, guest, kasama, mga exhibitors, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. First and foremost, gusto ko pong i-congratulate ang DTI Camarines Sur sa pangunguna ni PDJ for the conduct ng ika-6 na Feria de Camarines. You know, Feria de Camarines has become a brand of trade fair na ginagamit ng DTI Camarines Sur. And for this edition, natutuwa po tayo kasi it features Lavida Coco. When I'm traveling from Legazpi, when I was traveling from Legazpi, sabi ko, ano bang ibig sabihin ng Lavida Coco? Ano, pumapasok sa isip ko, ang kumanta ng La Vida Loca, si Coco Martin. Tama? So, yung La Vida Loca kasi, it's the crazy life. No? Pero La Vida Coco, it's coconut life. Yun siguro ang ibig sabihin nun. So, tama yung sinabi ni PDJ, there is indeed life, no, dito po sa industriya ng coconut. And we are so happy also na through the CFIDP, no, kasama natin yung PCA, nabigyan ng focus at atensyon ang mga nasa industriya ng pagninyog. Okay, so ito po ay 5 years program. I am coming also as the regional focal person for the implementation of the CFIDP. At ito po ay 5 taong pagsasamahan para i-implement ang projects developing and assisting the whole value chain of the coconut industry. Kaya there is indeed an opportunity po dito po sa ginagawa nating trade fair na tulad nito because una, may funding tayo through the CFIDP. Nung 2 days ago, nung Martes po, nagkaroon kami ng Coconut Assembly, Regional Coconut Assembly, at naipakita po doon, isa sa mga nag-present is the Export Management Bureau na kung saan po ay Export Marketing Bureau na kung saan po pinakita kung ano yung mga trends ng produkto. So, tama po yun, no? From the condiments to the flour to the milk, no? There is a demand globally. No? Pero tama din sinabi ni PDJ, although there's a market global, tayo po, ng mga consumers, we should buy local. Merry Christmas mo nga po pala, it's December 1, and alam ko magbibigay kayo ng mga regalo sa darating na Pasko. So ang aming pong panawagan, ang aming pong advocacy, sana po suportahan natin yung mga produktong tulad na ganito. Siya po ang gawin nating pangregalo. No? We are supporting the local economy, at the same time, we are supporting the mothers, the fathers, na patuloy pong kumbaga, nagtatrabaho para suportahan ang kanilang mga pamilya. Now, CFIDP, balikan ko pa yung CFIDP. CFIDP is a, kumbaga, whole of the government approach para tulungan yung ating mga farmers na nasa pagninyog. Kanina po, nakita ko, when I was going around, magaganda na po yung mga products natin. Pero nandun pa din yung, like for example, may nakita akong bunot. Pero yung bunot, makintab na siya at parang laminated na siya. Sabi ko, sa isip ko, may gumagamit pa ba nito? Na-recall ko yung mga bata kasi ngayon, di ba? Tiles na. No? Pero nakita ko may bumibili. So, ibig sabihin, may gumagamit. No? Yung wife ni Sir kanina, bumili ng walis tingting. So, ibig sabihin, hanggat merong winawalis, may bibili ng walis tingting. And yung walis tingting, kaling lang po yun doon sa midrib. Di ba? So, lahat nga gamit na gamit. Tingnan niyo yung ating special exhibit. Diba? Sabi nga ni Sir Jay, Singapore style. Pero, ang gamit, palapa. Palapa pangapod ka sa muya. Yung man palapa manigde. So, di ba? We are very creative, we are very innovative. So sabi ko, a little push in the next 5 years, alam ko, merong talagang lalabas at lalabas ng mga bagong produkto. Ngayon nga, may nakita na ako mga bagong produkto from our coconut industry. So, patuloy po nating suportahan. Alam ko, ako po ay naniniwala and I believe sa pagsasamahan ng tulad na ginagawa natin ngayon, there is indeed a future for the coconut industry in Bicol region. So, palapakan po natin ang ating mga magigiting na mga exhibitors at tayo po ay magkikita-kita para tulungan sila at kanilang mai-market ng kanilang, kami po sa DTI, mai-market ang kanilang mga products. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat and God bless us all po.
Thank you very much, Sir Butch. Ayan. So, sa message ni Sir Butch, I feel like excited talaga ako sa future ng coconut industry.
Yes, talagang kumbaga as time goes by, yung innovation about kumbaga leveraging the use of our coconut products talaga, yung lahat ng ng parts ng coconut talagang very magagamit,
Yes,
'di ba?
tama. So, what more kaya in the next few years yung ating mga products in the future, yeah.
Yes. So, thank you so much, Sir Butch. And of course, sabi nga ni Sir Butch, kumbaga life, yung coconut is life. And thank you so much, Sir Butch, for traveling all the way from Legazpi to grace our event today. Thank you for adding additional life to the opening program of this Lavida Coco. Thank you very much. And at this point, may we also request the presence of the representative of Honorable Mayor Nelson Legacion for an inspirational message. May we request Honorable Jose B. Perez, City Councilor and the Chairperson for the Committee on Trade and Investments of the City Government of Naga. A round of applause.
Thank you, Madel and G-Man. Ako na naman po ang nandito. This is not your mayor. This is Councilor Joe Perez. Pero namimihasa na po. I might want to become a mayor also one day. Well, good afternoon, everyone. The fact na at the last minute po ako sinabihan ni Mayor to represent him means also that he was hoping even at the last minute na makapunta po dito. But the fact also is that he cannot just leave his office at this moment. Paghali ko po duman, dakulong pong mga tao na dahil pwedeng mabayaan because of various concerns na dapat atindiran po, lalo na in this season of Christmas na garo nagiging hyper ang mga tao for any form of assistance. Like they want to make sure na may ilaw sa tangod ninda. They want to make sure na magayon ang tinampo ninda. All those details, aasikaso po ngunyang kan sa tuyang alkalde. Because after the typhoon, for example, we have a lot of potholes in the streets na dapat pong atindiran. Anyway, maybe this is already the third or fourth time that I was called to represent the mayor in this event na sponsored po kan DTI sa Camarines Chamber. And I feel honored, of course, being the chairman of the Committee on Trade and Investments. And I also feel proud na kadikit na lang pwede nang mag-mayor si Joe Perez. Again, joke lang po yan. Baka madango kita ka mga kalaban. Well, first, I wish to acknowledge ang satuya pong very energetic Provincial Director kang DTI, my good friend J. Percival Ablan. And we have our visitor representing the Regional Director, Mr. Butch Castro, Regional Chief kang Business Development Division kang DTI Bicol. Welcome to Naga po. I'm sure na parati ka man po nag-iigdi. Of course, we have John Villarreal, Division Chief po kang Philippine Coconut Authority, Camarines Sur 1. And also we have Mercy Salazar, or do we have here this afternoon, the Division Chief of PCA, Camarines Sur 2. Yaon po si Christian Carl Malazarte, ang Vice President for Finance of the Camarines Sur Chamber of Commerce and Industry. And also I would like to acknowledge our provincial governor. May representative po Garon Pinedra, but I would like to acknowledge his presence, of course. Miski mayo siya physically, Governor Luigi Villafuerte. And all the officers and members of the Camarines Sur Chamber of Commerce and Industry, harani po kamo sa puso ko dahil ako man po naging Executive Director kang Metro Naga Chamber of Commerce and Industry. And we share the same tradition of excellence. Pareho po kitang outstanding chambers, kamungo niya na taon throughout the country, and ang Metro Naga sa South Luzon. Ano po? And all the other officers and personnel of DTI Camarines Sur, ininam po siguro ang pinaka-hyper, pinaka-responsive, pinaka-productive na agency, na provincial agency na yan po Iglesia Naga. Dahil yan po sa matitibay na personahe kang DTI Camarines Sur. Dahil yan po dyan si Jay. Now, I go to the speech. Nalingawan ko na pati si Mayor ay. Okay. Alipot naman lang po ini. Now we hear the Mayor speaking. Diyos maray na pagkahapon po sa Tuya Gabos. First, we wish to thank and congratulate DTI Camarines Sur, being headed by the very dynamic Provincial Director, Mr. J. Ablan, for bringing back the conduct of physical trade fairs and thus helping our micro, small, and medium enterprises promote and sell their products. We congratulate also our MSMEs, this time under the coconut industry in the province, for their new and improved products. Decline ko mo na ini nag-aapod. Last time in November, we also had our assisted micro-entrepreneurs who also brought their wide variety of delectable and innovative products for the then held Nuevo Negosyo that is also part of the Feria de Camarines. We're glad to see opportunities like this that highly help our local entrepreneurs venture into new potential markets, promote their creations to a larger platform, and make even more gains, while all along contributing to our economic and socio-cultural development, upholding our unique brand as Nagueños, as Bicolanos. As we are being continually confronted with the emerging economic crisis, we are all the more challenged to up our game in the business and economic sector by innovating on our practices and exploring more possibilities outside our current and given spheres, just as these trade fairs are doing. So, congratulations for the successful start of this 4-day Feria. And we in the local government look forward to even more productive yields of the exhibit. Diyos mabalas po, Mayor Nelson Ligacion. Salamat po.
Thank you very much, Honorable Joe Perez, for that message, and of course for delivering us the message of our City Mayor, Nelson Ligacion.
Yes, and of course, Honorable Joe, mayong problema kung pirming ika po ang nag-a-attend. We appreciate the presence of the local government unit in supporting the activities of DTI Camarines. Sir, thank you so much po for
Thank
your
you po.
precious time. And of course, Gima, this is one of the most awaited parts in this program.
Yes.
Siguro po ano lang, disclaimer to our constant
Viewers.
viewers, we would like to show to you a concept video of the Feria de Camarines. So for the past 5 runs of the Feria de Camarines, every opening program, we are showing this to give you a more a depth of the information about what the Feria de Camarines is all about.
Yes, and that's right. And of course, syempre, every feria we have new partners, di ba? Like for example, PCA naman na kapartner natin this time. And of course, different set naman of exhibitors.
Yeah, siguro yung mga ano natin talaga laging nandyan is of course the Camarines Chamber of Commerce and Industry. So
Nasa sa ulo mo na, sir.
Siguro alam nila yung every word na
Yes.
sasabihin dito sa video. So wag na nating patagalin, G-Man, and at this point, and now for the 6th time around this year, we proudly present to you Feria de Camarines. Let's all watch this video.
Proudly presents Feria de Camarines, a showcase of local products crafted with passion of homegrown enterprises. Feria,
a showcase inspired by the Hispanic era in the history of trade and commerce on the Philippine archipelago.
Feria,
A traditional Spanish influence among the Filipino merchants, showcasing celebration and business interactions among the producers and consumers. Still wondering why Feria de Camarines? Here's the video from Dr. Danilo Heron.
To put in context first the concept of feria, we have to go back a little bit to the European setting. The word feria is Latin, which means in a way associated with holidays. Because in medieval age, when products coming from the outskirts of the city are brought to the city and being sold to the larger population, it becomes in a way a festival. So it becomes sort of a holiday because they have to spend time to go to the city and spend also time in procuring the products in the city, and they go back to their own residences in the outskirts of the city. So it's in a way a holiday. It's a major event for them when products are made available to the public coming from the farmers in the outskirts of the city. But then it assumed a different meaning when the galleon trade commenced. Starting in 1565 in the Philippines, we have to understand that the galleon trade is the first, you might say, international trade which connects Europe with Asia. And the galleon trade is essentially a commercial enterprise. Goods coming from Southeast Asia are brought to South America and then to Europe. And those goods also coming from Europe are brought to Mexico, and then from Mexico it goes all the way to the Philippines, and from the Philippines is distributed in other parts of Southeast Asia. But you have to understand the role of Bicol. All galleons pass through the Bicol region. When they enter the Philippines, it passes to the Bicol region. When it leaves the Philippines, it exits from the Bicol region. So the Bicol region plays a crucial role in this very, very important international trading activity, which we said as the galleon trade. And what happens to the galleon trade in connection with Feria? When the galleon arrives in the Philippines, it carries substantial amount of products from Europe and also the so-called situado. Situado is subsidy coming from the Mexican government to the Philippines, because the Philippines, far from what we have been taught in our history, was a fiscal nightmare for Spain, meaning to say it is a losing venture. So it has to be supported by the more wealthier colonies in South America, such as Peru and Mexico. So it brings with it gold and silver coins to support the economy of the Philippines. But aside from this, the currency, it also brought goods coming from, as I said, from Europe and South America, and it's brought to Manila, and therefore the arrival of this becomes a major event. It becomes a holiday, the way it was celebrated in medieval Europe. And so products are sold in the market in Manila, and because of this, it becomes a sort of, as I said, a holiday for the coming of galleon. Not only that it sells product and people spend their time buying the products in Manila, but it's also an event to celebrate, because the coming of galleon augurs well for the colonial economy. It means it is a year-long of prosperity for the colonial government in the Philippines, because of the enormous supply of money coming from Mexico, and also the sales of goods that were taken from the Philippines to Mexico and to Europe. So they pay the products that had been taken from the Philippines a year after, when the galleon returns to the Philippines. So it's a year-long of prosperity, and therefore, not only that there were sales, markets being held, or feria being held, but there were also celebrations. Anyway, a certain chronicler says it's a month-long partying in Manila. So it's a combination of trade and parties in some way. That the whole essence of the feria in the colonial Philippines. But if the galleon does not arrive, it's a year-long of misery. That's the reason why it's a welcome event for them when the galleon arrives and the feria is celebrated. That's probably the reason why we associated feria not necessarily as a commercial activity, but more of a celebration. And that's why we say feria as associated with Ferris wheel, with all these as fiesta, carnivals in some way. So that's the whole essence of feria in connection with the galleon trade. But what about in the Bicol region? Later on, the trading activities in Manila were also celebrated in other parts of the country, especially in major urban centers in the colonial Philippines. Among them would be Nueva Cáceres. Sometimes they refer to them as, apparently to differentiate it from the major national event in Manila, which is the Feria de Gallones. They celebrated here as Saud or Tiangge, meaning say a small-scale trading activity, because it's called Tiangge because people coming from the Tingge, which is supposedly a pre-Hispanic word for mountain, would come to the lowland and bring the products coming from the mountain. And sometimes they call it, as I said, Saud, from where we now have the term Saud, which refers to market. So it became a regular activities in Manila and also in the outskirts of Manila, in the Bicol region for that matter. And by the 19th century, Gainsa celebrated the event with all these expositions, so to speak, of the agricultural, you might say, exposition of the local products, which definitely was inspired by the feria during the galleon era.
Camarines Sur boasts of its vibrant culture, rich natural resources, and pool of skilled locals. This Feria de Camarines is a perfect venue for entrepreneurs to feature the products they created the Bicolano way.
As these promises a lively economic role, Feria was given birth, inspired by the Spanish tradition of a festive trade fair. The Spanish term Feria means fair, but its roots are in the Latin word holiday. Feria is a fair where people sell goods while having fun. Through Feria de Camarines, consumers will get a great opportunity to experience and have a taste of its finest products in Camarines world. All these are reasons to celebrate.
Want to venture on an exciting journey with DTI Kamsur?
Join us. This is Feria de Camarines, a modern-day trade fair of globally competitive products, proudly made in Camarines Sur. Feria boasts its major highlights.
Delicioso,
A trade fair of food delights that appeal to the discriminating palate of every Bicolano.
muebles,
It is a showcase of local furniture and furnishings crafted for every Bicolano home, ranging from a variety of local hardwoods to artistic bamboo pieces that bring together traditional and modern designs.
posturiosa,
Bicolanos are creative and artistic. Posturiosa provides opportunity for local wearables industry to be known or mainstream in the market.
a lot more are in store for everyone in the Feria de Camarines.
The DTI Camarines Week takes pride in staging Feria de Camarines, a trade fair that promotes and sells products made of local artisans, showcasing the best in every Bicolano entrepreneur.
So what are you waiting for? Witness the history that unravels in the modern age.
Madyan na kamo, ang duyugan, ang sadiring produkto. Feria de Camarines, orgulyo.
Alright, so once again, a round of applause please to the concept video of Feria de Camarines of DTI Camarines Sur in partnership with Camarines Sur Chamber of Commerce and Industry and of course, Robinson's Place Naga. The Department of Trade and Industry Camarines Sur, Feria de Camarines AVP was produced by Searchlight Artist Management and Productions.
With the creative director, Direct Ninoy D. Reyes. Belated happy birthday, Sir Ninoy.
Hello, Sir Ninoy. Belated happy birthday. And of course, with cameraman and post-production artist, Mr. Carlo Reyes Chavez.
We have the production manager, Mr. Mark Felix.
Senior production coordinator, Mr. Boots Tordilia.
And we have the voice talent, DJ Rica Veronica Liagas.
Searchlight Productions, where passion speaks a heart for excellence. And of course, we'd like also to extend our gratitude and of course, thanks to the Business Development Division of DTI Camarines Sur, of course, for assisting with the AVP of Feria de Camarines.
Yes, and for sure, you will notice na yung ating Feria de Camarines po have different brandings as well.
Yes, and of course, yung una nating mga, kumbaga, brands na inisip, talagang went outside the box na. Kumbaga, yung hanggang muebles lang ang nasabi din sa video, but we were able to have umausbong, and now this Lavida Coco.
Yes, and of course, na-mention mo na goes out. So recently lang, we went to the Metro, di ba? To conduct our feria naman.
Yes, we brought the Feria de Camarines brand of DTI Camarines Sur to the Festival Mall in Alabang. Of course, we'd like to extend our gratitude to our partner, which is the Santa Club of Naga and Camarines Sur. So let's give a round of applause, please, for that.
Yes, nadala natin yung mga products natin, ng mga MSCs natin doon.
And who knows, next year, G-Man, we're able again to bring the Feria de Camarines outside of Bicol region. And who knows, international. How I wish.
Soon daw.
Yes.
Yeah, and of course, speaking of our exhibitors, we would like to introduce now to you our exhibitors for the Feria de Camarines featuring Lavida Coco.
All right. So for our list of exhibitors, we have the following. Manoy Elio Integrated Farm,
Bicolandia Organic Coco Farmers Agriculture Cooperative,
Ethnic Food Industries,
Kulapnit Lipak Farmers Association,
Sipaco Agriculture Cooperative,
Ragay Coco Central,
Penitan Agriculture Cooperative or PAC,
Presentacion Interrelated Livelihood Agriculture Cooperative or PILA,
Malinaw Farmers Association,
Arfes Arts and Crafts,
Coco Nuts Bicolano Restaurant,
ARAM Food House or La Comida Goa,
Serious Food Products,
Binanwaanan Farmers Community Development Association or BFCDA,
MCF Agri-Ventures,
Federation of Baao Women Multipurpose Cooperative,
RIC Caramaan,
Journally Handicrafts Manufacturing,
Sagrada Familia Agri-Farmers Association,
Odicon Small Coconut Farmers Organization.
Siligaya Food Products,
We also have online market na Bishop Gainza,
or OM Gainsa, Bukal Coconut Farm Worker Development Organization,
the Agri-Planters and Fruit Processors Association of Tigaon,
Salceda Furniture,
One Lando Bake Shop or VI and Lando Bake Shop,
Negosyo Center Camarines Sur,
Philippine Coconut Association Camarines Sur 1.
and Philippine Coconut Association Camarines Sur 2.
Yeah, so aside from those products na mabibili nyo po, non-food and food products, we have services provided by PCA 1 and 2 and as well as Negosyo Center.
And of course, kung mapapansin nila, more of the coconut organizations here in Camarines Sur yung nag-participate dito. And of course, our dear MSMEs who are also utilizing the use of coconut product.
Yeah, so palakpakan naman po natin yung ating mga exhibitors. I know you are all excited to buy and shop later.
Yes,
Yes.
And of course, Jiman, speaking of excitement or excited ang yung mga exhibitors natin, aside from this marketing activity, we will be also having a list of programs and activities all throughout the duration of the fair. So may we present to you the programs and activities for Lavida Coco.
We have now the opening program for our Feria de Camarines.
Next, we will be having virtual tour later on.
Tomorrow we have CFID orientation and info dissemination and PCA programs and project at NCFRS brought to you by PCA 1.
We will also be presenting to you the coconut food and non-food product development and processing technologies.
We will be having cooking demo with Chef Billy Hentrola.
We will be also having a Coco stick night next.
Coconnect market linkage activity on Saturday.
Another a Coco stick night, syrup sessions.
And on Sunday, we will be having Eucharistic celebration here at 11 a.m.
And of course, we'll be awarding the graduates of the Kapatid Mentor Me program Youth Sector Batch.
And Lavida Coco awarding ceremony.
And of course, the closing program of this year's Feria de Camarines featuring Lavida Coco.
And of course, before tayo umuwi, meron tayong another session of Shirap, yung ating acoustic night. Yan.
Yes, so many things to look forward aside from the trade fair here at the Robinson's Place, Naga.
Alright. So, at this point, we'll be having the messages of support from our friends from PCA 1.
So may we now request the presence of the Vision Chief 1 of the Philippine Coconut Authority, Camarines Sur 1. Let us all welcome Sir John I. Villarreal. A round of applause, please.
Thank you very much, Madil and Jiman. Sa tuya po gabos, maray na hapon. Especialmente kay Honorable Yu Peris, City Councilor kang Naga City, Chairman, Committee Chair kang City Councilor, Representative ni Mayor Nilson Ligacion. Gusto ko pang pasalamatan si Mr. Bats Castro, ang Division Chief ng Business Development Division sa DTI Region 5, and most especially kay Jay Ablan na iyo po ang nagpursige, nagbilog ang konsepto tangani na tawaning importansya ang coconut industry development digdi sa runa ning Camarines Sur sa paagi ning sarong exhibit or inaapod na Feria di Camarines featuring Lavida, Coco. Sa representative ni Mayor ani Governor Luigi sa iyang suporta, sa mga different heads of government agencies na presenting ko niyan, our friends in the media, sa satuyang mga exhibitors, mga coconut farmers organizations, and their members na aram ko po na dakulaon ang sa inyong sakripisyo ning holita halipot lang na panahon ang sa indong pagplano tangani ma-implement magkaigwa kita ning 4-day exhibits kang sa indong mga naginibo ang sa indong mga produkto. Lalong-lalo na first time siguro kang kadaklan sa Indo, na digdi pa sa Robinson's Mall, ginigibo ang siring na aktibidad. Nalula po kamo, no? Nalula po ang kadaklan sa Inda. And the same with us, kasi first time mi man na maka-attinder sa siring na mga activity sa Philippine Coconut Authority. It is because of the partnership between the Philippine Coconut Authority and the Department Trade and Industry. Siguro po ang kadaklan sa tuya nagangalas, why is there a partnership between PCA and CDA? Dahilan po ini sa Coconut Farmers Industry Development Plan. That is a national plan to assess and help the coconut industry development throughout the country so that the coconut farmers shall be the beneficiaries of all these developments. Ang pinaka-target ako digdi, iyo ang mga coconut farmers. Ning holita, sa halawig na panahon, ang industriya ng niyog sa Pilipinas napapabayaan. Kakulangan ng pundo, kakulangan ng tao, kakulangan gabos, lalo sa suporta ng gobyerno. In my 35 years sa PCA, I did not see many big projects helping the coconut farmers. Kulang po ang tinataong suporta sa satuya, kaya dahil nakakabilo ang satuya mga coconut farmers na padakulaon, asin pauswagon ang Philippine coconut industry. Kung satuya na igarunduman, dati kitang hadi, we monopolize the production of coconuts in the world. Kita po ang naging hadi sa halawig na panahon. Kita ang may pinakadakol na produksyon ng nyog sa kinaban. But now, pangtulo na lang po kita. Indonesia na ang nanginginutan, dinaog na kita kang India, pangtulo na lang po ang Pilipinas. So, medyo makahirak ang industry. But now, Lavida, Coco, there is life in the coconut industry. Iyan ang pagmati ko kang sa indong tima. So nabuhay po ang coconut industry thanks to the coconut farmers money. Why? Why the coconut farmers money? Dahil po ining CFIDP, hali ini sa coconut levy funds na nakulikta kang nakaaging panahon. Specialmente kang panahon way back in 1972 hanggang early part kang 1980. Lambang pagpisar, pagtimbang, pagpabakal kang sa tuyang mga coconut farmers, kang sa indang kopra, sa mga komprador, pikukuliktahan po sindaning tax or levy. Ay, sa 100 kilos na kopra, pikukulikta sa inda 15 to 30 pesos. Natipon po ini ng sarong kadrodakulang pundo, estimated na nag-abot sa 10 billion pesos na nakaaging mga panahon. As in, na-investor ini kang gobyerno sa mga iba-ibang kumpanya, korporasyon, as in, nagdakula ang pundong ini, nagkaiguan ng estimated amount na 100 billion pesos in liquid assets and other assets. Ano po? Binilog ang sarong layi sa kahagadan ka mga coconut farmers na padagos na nakikilaban, padagos na nagabandira sa mga kalye, tangani na ibalik sa inda ang mga nakuliktang pondo, hali sa kapagalan, sa bulsa, kan sa tuyang mga magurang, kan sa tuyang mga lulo, kan sa tuyang mga katugangan, kan sa tuyang mga coconut farmers na nakuliktahan kang libi ka mga nakaaging panahon. Thanks to the good Lord. And more than 40 years of battle, nagkaigwa ng sarong law under Republic Act 11524, which was signed by the former President Rodrigo Duterte. That was February 26, 2021. And the National Plan, nabilog na po ang CFIDP na kung saan iguaning kinsing ahensya ng gobyerno na tinawaan ng mandato under the law to help assist the Philippine Coconut Authority, the coconut industry, and the coconut farmers. So we are now, today we are in Robinson Small to support the coconut farmers. Tangani ipahiling ang sa indang mga skills, ang sa indang mga abilidad, kung hanggang sa indang kakayahan to market their produce, to market their skills. Tangani mabisto, bako lang locally or domestically, because the DTI will not stop her. Aram ko po na ang DTI may plano sa satuya mga coconut farmers organization and their products to market their produce internationally. Aside from the coconut products na aranta ng piga-market, piga-exporta na sa ibang nasyon, but the locally produced products, coconut products and byproducts ng satuya mga coconut farmer should be known to the world. Bako lang po digdi sa Pilipinas. Sa pag-ikot-ikot, kadakulon kita ni mga produktong nahaman, o sa tuyang mga coconut farmers, dakulon na silang produkto na pwede nang i-market sa luwas kang Pilipinas. Yasin ini po ang magiging dalan, tanganin na sa sinda, magkaigwa ng dagdag na income. Apwera kang mga suporta na itatao kang iba't iba pang government agencies, arog kang DPWH para sa indang FMRs, PhilMic para sa indang shared service facilities. Those were the other agencies na kapartner ng Philippine Coconut Authority with CDA, TESDA, ATI, NDA, PhilHealth, and other agencies. Sa mga kaakian, kasatoy mga coconut farmers, makakaabil na sinda ng mga academic scholarship through this plan, through these funds. Ano po? So, iyan po ang, iyan ang satuyang mga programa na itataw under this plan. So, oriton ko po, 15 government agencies, magtatarabang-tabang. Apera po kayan, igapakita ni mga funded projects. So, ini pa lang po ang puon. First year pa lang po kita kang implementation kang CFIDP. Sabi ni Division Chief Boots, 5 years kita. First 5 years, we will be implementing the different programs and projects under CFIDP amounting to 34 billion pesos. But we are eyeing for 50-year development plan na i-source out na sa iba-ibang pundo halit sa DBM and other funds will come from sa makukulikta pa or maipapabakal na mga assets halit sa Coco Libby assets. Yan po ang isusuporta sa iba-ibang development programs na gigibuhon kang Philippine Coconut Authority and the partner agencies within 50 years. So, salamat po. As in, tabangan ta po, suportahan ta ini sa tuwing mga coconut farmers, tangani sinda magdakula man, at least makaangat sinda, as in makatabang sa inda mga pamilya, sa satuyang sosyudad. Salamat po, at in Diyos mabalos.
Hello. All right, so once again, thank you so much, Sir John Villarreal, the Division Chief of PCA Camsur 1, for the very informative, inspiring, and then of course, insightful message of support for this year's Feria de Camarines featuring Lavida Coco.
Yes, and syempre more partnership pa in the future, di ba? Since we have this coconut industry na.
Yes, and actually this is the first time that we kumbaga give focus to the coconut industry for a certain fair. So, I hope this is the start of the many partnerships that we will be having with PCA.
Yes, and of course, syempre after po ng PCA Camarines Sur 1, we have the senior agriculturist coming from PCA Camarines Sur 2. Let's all welcome Mr. Juan S. Luna. Palakpakan naman po.
Good afternoon, everyone. Kay Ma'am Madel and Sir Jiman, the inseparable though of DTI. Camarines Sur, as far as Feria de Camarines is concerned, our partner agency and the CFIDP program. To our very active and energetic as well as amiable Provincial Director of DTI Camarines Sur, Sir J. Percival Ablan. To the Regional Director of DTI Region 5, Rodrigo M. Aguilar, as represented by Division Chief for Business Development Division, DTI Region 5, Sir Butch Emmanuel Castro. The representative of the City Mayor, Nelson Isligacion, City Mayor of Naga, the Honorable City Councilor of Naga City, Sir Jose Perez, the representative of my classmate, the President of the Camarines Sur Polytechnic College, si Sir Charlito Cadag, my classmate during college, in CBSOA, to the representative of Honorable Vicenzo Renato Loigue R. Villaperte, the Provincial Governor of Camarines Sur, and of course to the very energetic Division Chief 1 of PCA Camarines Sur 1, my colleague at kasabay kong pumasok sa PCA, John Israel Villarreal. Sa ngayon po, hindi nakadalo ang aming regional manager na si Sir Mateo Bisipagan because of a previous commitment. At ako naman po bilang isang senior agriculturist ng Camarines Sur 2, representing our Division Chief Mercy R. Salazar. Yours truly. And I would like also to acknowledge the Vice President for Finance of Camarines Sur Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Sir Christian Carl Malasarte. To the exhibitors and Farmers Association as well as cooperative na nagsikap at nag-share ng kanilang time, talent, and treasure para maging successful and maging reality ang pangarap natin na Lavida Coco. Ayan, ang mga produkto nila, tangkilikin natin ang sariling produkto. Talagang kailangan suportahan natin ang mga ating farmers. Napakaganda po ng pagkakataon na ito na tayo ay nagkatipon-tipon. And of course, ang aming sa finance, sa Land Bank of the Philippines, isang partner din namin sa implementing partner. Sila ang magpo-provide ng capitalization, loan package sa mga co-op and Farmers Association. Ma'am, good afternoon po. Kasama rin dyan po ang Development Bank of the Philippines. Kasi dyan naka-download ang financial support sa ating mga farmers as well as co-op. Ang CDA, andyan. Ma'am, good afternoon po. At saka yung mga 15 implementing agency po sa national na kasama namin. Ako po ay lubos nagpapasalamat at nag-acknowledge ng inyong napakahalagang suporta sa PCA sapagkat ang aming opisina, bagamat sinasabing bilyonaryo, ngunit kapos kami sa tao at kapos kami sa resources sa tunay na buhay. Kasi naman, kahit itong 1 billion na ito, halos yan ay naka-download sa iba't ibang agency. Ang natira lang naman sa amin, yung Coconut Hybridization Program. Kasama pa namin doon yung DOST. Kaya, lagi kaming may kasama. Lagi kaming may nakatali talaga kami. Kung sa mag-asawa, kailangan namin ang kapartner. Kaya, partner tayo. Ito ay 5 years development program na nabuo at na-conceptualize. Although this is envisioned to last for 50 years and beyond. Kasi napakalaki po ng pondong ito. Although the task is also gargantuan. Hindi namin kaya talaga itong i-implement. Napaka-limited ng aming tauhan. Limited personnel kami. Limited yung constraint sa funding kami. Kasi ang pinagtutuunan lang namin dati-rati ay yung production ng coconut at pagbigay ng technology sa coconut farmers. Kaya ngayon ay napakalaking challenge ito na amin namang tinatanggap at tinatangkilik sa ngalan ng pagkakaisa at ikakaunlad ng bawat Pilipino sapagkat ang coconut industry ay talagang napakalaki ang ginagampanan sa ating ekonomiya. At umaasa dito ang milyon-milyon na coconut farmers at mga pamilya who are directly and indirectly benefiting the coconut tree, the tree of life. Siguro, this is just the first salvo. But nakikita na natin ang pagkakaisa, nakikita natin, nababanaag natin ang liwanag ng hinaharap. Sapagkat walang iwanan. Walang may iwan, lalong-lalo na ang ating mga kapatid na mahihirap na tinawag nilang poorest of the poor. Ang mga coconut farmers. Masakit man sa aking kalooban sapagkat ako'y anak ng isang coconut farmer. Yun naman talaga ang totoo. Halos naiiwan lang sapagkat ang produkto natin laging kopra na nakadepende naman sa world market ang pricing. Kapag dumami ang production, bababa ang presyo. Ang natitira sa mga coconut farmers yung bao, ang additional na income na lang nila yung coconut shell. Lalong-lalo yung mga coconut farmers natin. Sa ngayon po, mangyayari na ang pangarap ng ating mga kapatid dahilan dito sa Coconut Farmers Industry Development Program. Hindi na ito plano, kundi ito isa ng programa na ating pagtutulungang isa katuparan at dalhin sa ating mga kapatid na coconut farmers upang maiangat ang kanilang kabuhayan, ang kanilang dignidad, at ang kanilang pagkakataon na makilala sa pamamagitan nitong trade fair dito. This is the beginning Kami po ay hindi magpapabaya sa aming sinumpaang tungkulin. Kaya patuloy ang pag-conducer namin ng National Coconut Farmers Registry Program para ma-update lahat ang mga coconut farmers, mailista natin sapagkat first and foremost requirement para makaabil sila ng mga programa ay nakalagay ang kanilang pangalan at ang kanilang land holding sa database. Naka-online po yan at kaya napakahalaga na mabalidate nating lahat. Kaya kami nakikipag-coordinate sa mga local government units, provincial local government units, para sa patuloy na pagkondukta ng Coconut Farmers Registry System Enlistment Survey. Sapagkat kung wala sila dyan, I doubt na makaka-benepisyo sila sa scholarship, yung mga anak nila, sa financial capital sa DBP and Land Bank of the Philippines, sa PhilHealth, sa Philippine Crop Insurance System, sa Commission on Higher Education, at sa PhilMIC, sa Farm to Market Road ng DPWH. Kailangan talaga naka-ano sila sa database para makonsider natin silang coconut farmer, hindi sila ghost coconut farmer. Ito naman ay talagang kailangan para maiwasan yung at mawala yung mga gray areas na pinaglalaban ng ating mga cost-oriented group sa kalye. Katuparan na po ito para magamit natin, ma-utilize ang Coconut Levy Fund Trust na maging isang ganap na batas upang makinabang hindi lang ang ilang politiko, hindi lang ang ilang negosyante, kundi ang tunay na mga may-ari nito, ang coconut farmers who are the poorest of the poor. Again, magandang hapon sa inyo at Merry Christmas and advance sa ating lahat. Pagpalain tayo ng Panginoon.
Alright, so once again, thank you very much, Sir Juan Luna, the Senior Agriculturist of PCA Camarines, Sir 2. So, I can really feel the patriotism. Talagang very makabayan si Sir. Sa iyong pananalita pa lang, Sir, very makata na. So, thank you so much, Sir Juan, for that very, kumbaga, insightful and, of course, informative message regarding the coconut industry in Camarines.
Yes, a good reminder to us all.
Yes.
And of course, we would like to acknowledge the following. We have from Maybank, we have Miss Bing Deliva. Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon. And of course, from Rotary Club Isarog, we have Mr. Roderick Lau. Thank you for joining us. Ayun si Sir.
Hi, Sir.
This afternoon.
And of course, kanina nakita ko, I would also like to acknowledge the presence of Ma'am Maria Fe Mariscal, the station manager of Radyo Natin Naga. And of course, congratulations, ma'am, for being the newly elected KBP chairman of Camarines Sur Chapter. A round of applause, please. Thank you, ma'am.
All right, and we've come to the last part of our program, Sexy Madel.
All right. So as we start the official open of our activity for today. But before that, sorry for that, we'd also like to request the presence of the Vice President for Finance of the Camarines Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Let us all welcome Mr. Kristen Carl Malazarte for the closing remarks.
Alright, good afternoon ladies and gentlemen. Ako po yung pinakakahintay nyo, yung closing. And of course, I'd like to thank the DTI, Kamsur for inviting us. And sabi nyo nga po kanina, the forever partner. So we're looking forward to that po. Of course, to the Philippine Coconut Authority, we look forward to having partners with you as well. and all the different stakeholders. Alam niyo po, with CSCCI, kami po yung grupo ng businessman in Camarines Sur. And alam na alam po namin ang impact ng coconut sa ating industry. In fact, it's not only one of our basic products, it's also one of our dominant products. Top 3, if I'm not mistaken. And ramdam na ramdam po natin pag nawawalan ng coconut sa Camarines Sur. Do you remember 2020, yung 3 sunod-sunod na bagyo? And then after that, walang coconut. Isa po yun sa dahilan na walang pangarga yung ating mga truck palabas ng Camarines Sur. Thereby, pag alis nila, walang karga. Pagbalik, mahal ang singil nila sa tracking. Dahil walang coconut, ang laki ng effect sa lahat ng products across the board. So, it's really high time that we see this industry having more innovation and more marketing efforts like this, kasi for far too long it's been dependent on copra, and according nga kay sir, it's pegged in the world market. So kawawa talaga yung ating farmer pag bumabagsak yung presyo, nakukurot din yung, and everybody is affected by it. So ngayon po marami ng innovation in the coconut industry. Sa ibang bansa, ginagamit na siya to make coconut pallets and things like that. And we look forward for that to be developed in Bicol as well. Our governor laid out a plan to really uplift the coconut industry. And we're very happy to be partners in the development of this. So, wag na po nating patagalin pa. Thank you very much for inviting us. And in behalf of our President, Maria Emma Lurin, who could not be here with us, thank you. And pwede nyo na pong ubusin yung mga display.
Alright, so once again, thank you so much, Sir Carl Lazarte, for representing Ma'am Maria Emma Florin, the President of Camarines Chamber of Commerce and Industry. So gusto ko yung ending ni Sir. Ubusin na daw. So day 1 pa lang, sold out na.
Yes.
Hopefully, Sir. Thank you so much, Sir.
May pagkaano si Sir, pala desisyon. Pero gusto ko yung desisyon niyang yun.
Kasi yan, negosyante na talaga si Sir.
So we would expect na lahat po tayo may bit-bit mamaya. Yan. Okay.
Alright, so we will now be proceeding with the ribbon cutting. So as we start the official open of our activity for today, may we request our VIPs and of course our guests to please proceed at the ribbon cutting area.
Yes, yun po yung ating malaking arc, kumbaga, or tawag ba dyan? Yung ating palapa. Yan. So please proceed, everyone. You may proceed there para sa ating ribbon cutting ceremony.
And of course, we will now be having the ribbon cutting ceremony at the entrance of our Feria de Camarines featuring Lavida, Coco.
So, may we have first, of course, photo off muna po tayo bago tayo mag-cut ng ribbon. And then, of course, we will count 5 para po i-cut natin yung ribbon natin. And of course, our dear exhibitors, please prepare your booth. Kasi after po, our guests would have an opportunity to go around. I-showcase yun na po yung inyong mga products.
Alright, so I think everyone is now ready. So at the count of 5, we will be cutting the ribbon. Alright. Okay. Tapos na. Today marks to be an important event not only for the partnerships built, but for the success of our MSMEs as we open the Feria de Camarines featuring Lavida, Coco. So Lavida Coco is now officially open. A round of applause, please.
Welcome to Feria de Camarines, everyone.
Alright, at this point din po, we would like to acknowledge the presence of Ma'am Grace and the Centers of DWNX Naga. Thank you very much, Ma'am, for coming.
Yes, and of course, kanina meron tayong mga nakitang mga vloggers. So, sana makita natin online yung ating event for today also.
Alright, so we would like to thank everyone for their support, and of course, feel free to buy local products available here at the Feria de Camarines featuring Lavida Coco.
And don't forget, later po meron tayong live virtual tour. Kaya sa mga nakatutok po online, hindi po dito nagtatapos ang ating live streaming because at 6 p.m., we'll be having our live virtual tour. Dito pa rin sa DTI Camarines Facebook page, dala sa inyo ng INJ Interactive.
Alright, so at this point, once again, this is Madal Alacar, Trade Industry Development Specialist of the Department of Trade and Industry Camarines Provincial Office.
And I'm G-Man Saleras, Trade Industry Development Specialist of DTI Camarines Sur.
Saying thank you and have a merry shopping, everyone.
Yes, happy Coco Day!
sa pagsisikap. Asenso'y sigurado sa hinaharap, manalig lang palagi sa sarili. Trabaho, negosyo, kabuhayan, kaya natin yan. Walang iwanan, go lang ng go mga kaibigan. Trabaho, negosyo, kabuhayan, kaya natin yan.